this is Zero at Disney Cars Toy Club, and today we're going to be doing a really fun video for you guys. We're going to be opening up some toys from both the Minecraft and Terraria series. We also have a giant eyeball Play-Doh egg surprise. Now we're going to start the video off by opening up our first Minecraft figure pack. And I want to start with our Overworld Villager Blacksmith. He's fully articulated. It's series number 2, as you can see right there. So let's go ahead and get him out of the package so we can check him out. So here's our blacksmith with his big nose and his little apron, which actually comes off. You can take that off if you want. Of course, you can mix and match some of the characters, so you could give Steve the blacksmith apron if you want, but here's his little tool that he uses to hammer out some new weapons for our hero. We'll set that down, and actually back here in the back we have a Terraria gold armor player. This is actually the first Terraria toy that we've shown here on this channel, or collectible, whatever you want to consider it as. Let's go ahead and get this out of the package and check it out. So here's our gold armor hero with his sword, staff, and pickaxe. And one thing I want to point out, on the back of this little package it says, a selfless hero in shining armor. He is always there when danger looms, brave to the point of folly. He believes any problem can be solved with a sword. So that's the little description of this character, and I'm rather curious as to whether or not our Steve's diamond armor will actually fit on there, and it will. So how cool is that? You can actually kind of mix and match. His helmet doesn't fit on there all that well, but you could, it definitely fits on Steve pretty good. So there you go. You can mix and match these a little bit. I'm also kind of curious, if we pop his head off, I'm wondering, let's see, there went Steve's, both of his arms there. I'm wondering if I can get, there we go. So let's see. It does not fit. So you cannot switch their heads, unfortunately. It's a little too big to go on there. So that kind of answers that question. But you can swap their weapons around, and the helmet sort of fits on there. But we're going to give our gold armor hero back his armor. Now the next thing I want to check out is actually up here. This is going to be the Terraria World Collector's Pack, and hopefully I'm saying Terraria right. I used to call it Terraria. There went all of our Minecraft pieces, but right there you can see our eyeball, which is back here. He's also right here, and it says the name of the eyeball right there. Eye of, and I'm gonna take a shot at this, Cthulhu. That's my guess. Now, I could be completely way off. It might be something else, but I don't know how to say that. There's some tough words in this one, but here's our giant eyeball. We're gonna set him off to the side, but here's the World Collector's Pack. And you know, Brandon's actually been playing this game a lot lately too, and I played it a good bit last year. I really like this game. In fact, I like this game right here more than I do Minecraft. But let's go ahead and get these out of the package, and we're going to check them out. And I love how each one of these figures actually has a little description with it. So we're going to start from this side. It says, the green slime, the weakest of all the slimes, this monster spawns during the day. And he's a different type of material than some of the other ones. He's actually kind of soft. He's like a little pillow that you could kind of squeeze a little bit. So that's pretty cool. The next one, which is our demon eye right here. This one says, while only appearing at night, the best time to attack the demon eye is when it's turning. So that's pretty cool. That's a little bit different than the eyeballs that we have back here. He's a little different. And then for our next one, we have the guide. And it says he shares useful tips and crafting recipes for any item. So here's our guide. Here's a look at the back. And then for the next one, we have a zombie. This is like the one enemy that's just in so many different games. It says an above ground enemy, he appears at night. He only attacks by walking toward his prey. So we need to fix his arms. There we go. There's more of a zombie right there. So gotta make sure his arms are out. So the next one we have is our silver armor. It takes 75 bars to craft a complete suit of this armor. 75 silver bars. So here's our armor, silver armor character. He almost looks a little bit like RoboCop. He looks like he's about to take on the Terminator or something. We're going to set him down. And then our last but not least character, we have Tim, a skeleton enemy recognizable by his wizard hat. He can cast spells. So this one's pretty cool. In fact, we're going to take our staff from our little gold armor suit over here, and we're going to give it to this guy if it'll go in his hand. We're going to make it go in his hand. There we go. Now the wizard has his staff. Now he's a true wizard. That's really awesome. We're gonna set that down and let's move these out of the way. We're gonna knock these little blocks over and then we're gonna grab our Minecraft saddle pack. So this is gonna be an overworld pack. Here's a look at the box. There's some of the different characters. Here's a look at the back, and I'll go ahead and get this taken out and we'll check them out. So the first thing we're going to check out is going to be the horse with a saddle. There's this saddle which actually can slide around a little bit. In fact, I think you could probably take that off, but it says that if a player attempts to saddle an untamed horse, it will rear up onto its hooves but cause no damage to the player. And then it says, facts, horses are one of the fastest means of transportation in the game. So here's our horse, and you can actually put Steve right there. He should just pop down on there. So as you can see, you can kind of sit him on the horse. And he does move, like his little legs are will bend just a little bit. And let's see, his head actually will go up and down as well. So you can kind of move the horse around, and his tail will move too. So he has a little bit of movement. Now as far as our Steve goes, it says by using tamed animals such as the saddled horses and pigs, players can move quickly without draining their hunger, handy for long journeys. So there's our Steve and the horse. It says, facts, the player cannot ride pigs or horses through portals. Now here's our little pig, and the pig actually has a little saddle as well. There's his little piggy tail. There's the top, and it says, for the behaviors of the pig, the player can mount the pig and use a carrot on a stick to control the direction. It says, facts, when ridden, pigs start slow, but will move up to 5 blocks per second once they gain momentum. So as you can see here, once we get our Steve off, he can kind of snap down onto our pig. And I actually had to kind of push his legs together a little bit to snap him down in there, but he's in there good. He is not coming off that pig. And you know, I'm kind of surprised that he's using a carrot to lure the pig into going faster. You would think that, you know, he'd use that for maybe riding a rabbit, but I didn't know that pigs like carrots so much. But you can actually turn the pig's head. I just now realized that too. So these figures definitely move around a lot, and you can mix and match them. Once again, a lot of the pieces will pop off and you can kind of swap them around. Now also in the package you get these, which I'm pretty sure these are bales of hay, but you guys can correct me on that if I'm wrong. I'm sure some of you guys that play Minecraft will know the answer to that one. And then it also comes with 2 blocks of the little dirt, which we also got that one back there from it was one of the other packages. I can't remember which one it was, but we did do it on the channel. So there are those, and then we have one more figure pack. This is going to be the Goblin Tinkerer from the Terraria game. So I'll go ahead and get him out of the package and we'll check out his stuff. So here's our figure with his little items in his hand, and it says, the bespected brains of the group, he constantly surprises his companions with odd contraptions they neither want nor need. So there he is. It almost looks like he's wearing a little bit of a tie. Those glasses are pretty cool on him. He also comes with these 2 little pieces right here, which looks kind of like a little bookshelf or desk. And then this, I'm not exactly sure what that is. It's some sort of cube. Maybe one of you guys could comment and tell me, because it's been a little while since I played the Terraria game. But here's a look at both sides. So now for the moment that most of you have been waiting for, the giant eyeball. So let's go ahead and grab him, and I'm sure his little tentacles down here are going to be falling off. In fact, let's just go ahead and take those off. Let's go ahead and take his eye off right here. These are little Play-Doh pieces. Should just pop right off. That's the one thing about white Play-Doh, is when you put colored Play-Doh on there, as you can see, it kind of leaves a little mark. And we're going to take off these other little pieces and we're going to get this thing opened up. So now that I have all the colored Play-Doh off, let's get the white Play-Doh off of our giant egg. And some of you guys might already know what some of this stuff is before I even open this egg up, but there's been a lot of requests for these, and I finally have them. It's the Minecraft Hangers Series number 2. These are new. They just came out recently, and I picked these up from GameStop. So let's go ahead and get our first one opened up. And for our very first hanger, we got our little guy that's back here as well. Let me grab him so we can do a little bit of a comparison. So here he is. And I think there's 10 different figures to collect in this series. There's 10 to collect. Right there it says it. And those are going to be the figures that you can collect. And I think there might be a mystery figure in here as well. Let's see. So, odds of finding a chase figure, 1 in 48. So you'd have to buy an awful lot of these packs to get the mystery figure. And there's his arms and his legs, so he actually does have arms and legs. I'll get them put together real quick so we can check out what he's supposed to look like. So now he actually looks a lot like our other figure, and he's almost the same height. In fact, if you look, he's pretty much neck and neck with how tall the other one is. But one really cool feature about this is actually pretty cool. He can actually lift up, and then he opens up his mouth. Now he actually looks like an Italy. That's really awesome. That's one of the coolest hangers I've seen so far. That is just so neat. We'll set that one down. We have 2 more hangers back here. And for our next hanger, I'm a little too excited about this video because I've actually played this game, and these are just such cool little figures. But it looks like we got our Diamond Armor Steve. Here he is. He actually has that Mega Man blue color to him. Nothing happens when you pull this one, so I guess it's just that one back there. But you can move his arms and his legs, and just a quick comparison. Let me grab him from way back there. This one's definitely a much brighter shade of blue. That's a really cool figure though. These hangers are actually a lot nicer than what I thought they were going to be. I'm usually not that excited about the hangers, but these are pretty cool. So for this one, looks like we just got a block, and I dropped something. I'll pick it up here in just a second, but here's what we got. Here's a look at the bottom. So I'll pick this up and figure out what it does. So here's our block with legs. He actually has these legs that fell on the floor that are all pieced in there. And you know, when I first put this thing together, I thought he was kind of a spider. That's what I thought he was. I thought he was a spider. And then I was like, no, there's something off here. So I went and looked, and it does say right there he's a squid. So it's not a spider, it is a squid, which is, I guess, explains why he's got the blue tint to him. But we'll set that down, and man, I really like all 3 of those hangers. Those are just so cool. Now, this is going to be the Grass 1 series of Minecraft. Here's some of the figures that you can collect. We have done quite a bit of these on the channel, so we're probably going to get some duplicates, but we're going to open 4 of them. And for our first one, we got, I think it's the Golem, which is also way back there with his hand raised up. But I think that's a Golem. You guys can tell me if I'm wrong. And these are just little tiny Minecraft figures. And I'm kind of curious, which game do you guys like more, and which toy do you like more? Did you like the Terraria figures more than the Minecraft ones, or do you like the Minecraft figures more? I lost my train of thought when I was looking at this one, because we have gotten this one in the past, but I can't remember what this one's name is. Okay, Enderman, excuse me. So there's our Enderman with his little grass block. We have 2 left. And oh, nice, finally, that was one that we were missing. The Gold Armor Steve right there on the box. And you know, I could be wrong about this, but I think he is a little bit harder to get than some of the other characters. I mean, they might all have the same odds, but I think I heard or read somewhere that that one's a little bit harder to get. And for our very final blind box, if I can get it open, we got a Golem. So that's a little disappointing that we got a duplicate for the last one. It would have been nice if we could have finished the video off with our Gold Steve, but I'm really happy that we got that one. And I hope you guys enjoyed our video for today. If you did, be sure to press the like button. This is Zero at Disney Cars Toy Club, and as always, thanks for stopping by.